Hello there, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of May the 23rd through the 29th. We are going to be pulling one card for each day just to get the highlights of each day. We'll see if there's any kind of theme that goes through the week or not. And what else do you need to know? Oh, this is a general reading, so not everything that I get here is going to apply to every single Aquarius that I'm talking to. Just finished up Capricorn. For some reason, I've got them on my brain. But anyway, this is the Aquarius reading. So anyway, not everything is that I pull here is going to apply to every single Aquarius. However, most of it will apply to most of you. So let's see what we have for cards. By the way, if you do want to get a reading, if you have questions that you would like to have somebody take a peek at, or if you want to know more about what's coming up for this week, but you don't want all the collective energy on it, you just want it to be your energy, feel free to schedule a private reading with me. All you have to do is reach out to me at any of the contact information that's listed on the website at the top of this screen. So let's take a peek, Aquarius, at your cards. We are going to start with the weekend, so we're going to look through those cards really quick, then dive in. So what we have showing up for Saturday, Aquarius, very nice, very nice. You have the Chariot. And then Sunday, you have the Five of Cups. Excuse me. So Chariot on Saturday, I think a lot of you are taking some kind of trip, so doing some kind of travel on Saturday. Doesn't necessarily have to be a long trip. Could even be a day trip or just a weekend thing, or even maybe a long weekend. But some kind of trip, some kind of travel happening on Saturday for those of you with Aquarius placements. By the way, you don't want to just check your sun sign for all the fully nuanced hints about what's coming up for the week. You do want to check your sun sign, your moon sign, that's going to tell you about your emotions, and also your rising sign. All three of those. And play with those. See which one of those ends up applying more for you personally. For me, my sun sign ends up being my personal life, but I think that's also because Venus is in that sign. And my rising sign ends up being my career life. And I think that is because Saturn is on my ascendant. So I'm not like normal. That's why I say kind of experiment, see what works out better for you, more accurate. Anyway, looking at Sunday, we do have the Five of Cups showing up here. This just says there's something going on that is disappointing, and I'm getting the impression that for a lot of you, this is going to be a meal that's not going to be up to your hopes or expectations, or maybe even just one dish of the meal. Doesn't have to be huge, but I do think there's some kind of disappointment, and it has to do with, I'm going to say it has to do with a meal for most of you. The general reading on that card is just that there's some kind of disappointment that you're dealing with. The psychic pickup is that it's a meal, something to do with a meal. All right, let's move forward. Next, we're going to look at our weekday cards. As we look at those, we're just going to skip through them really fast, and then we'll come back and dive into the meanings. So on Monday, we have the Three of Swords. Tuesday, Prince of Pentacles in reverse. By the way, this is our first reversal for you guys this week. That's pretty cool. It just means I had to wait till Tuesday to tell you we don't stress out about reversals on this channel here. I know some people will say reversals are always all negative. That's not true, at least not the way I read. So at least when you're watching my videos, you don't have to stress out about reversals at all. And you'll see why I say that. Now, the next thing that we're looking at is Wednesday. We have the Princess of Cups showing up here. And Thursday, we have the Wheel showing up in reverse. And Friday, we have the Prince of Wands. Okay, so let's start looking through these weekdays. First of all, we have the Three of Swords showing up here. This is telling me, I think there's something going on here, Aquarius, where I think you're feeling, yeah, I hate to say it, but I think you may be feeling a little bit jealous about something. You may kind of feel like somebody sort of did a little bit of backstabbing, but that's not it. I feel like there was something that you thought you were supposed to be a part of, or that the plan was for you to be a part of, and then turn around and somebody else was chosen instead of you. And so I don't know if that's necessarily backstabbing. Backstabbing feels very strong to me, but I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy there. And, um, kind of like you can't really blame you for this because I think you were given the impression that you would be in this position. And so when somebody else pops up in that position, there's going to be some questions. Some questions around that, like, why wasn't that me? Why is that other person? What I'm hearing as I'm talking about this situation is not to worry about it because you dodged the bullet. Not literally, but figuratively, even though it may not seem like that right now. Okay, well, let's look at Tuesday. Let's see what we have going on here. Tuesday, Prince of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This is telling me that there's something going on that you're deciding on Tuesday. I'm not putting any more energy and effort into this thing, this project, this relationship, this investment, whatever it is. There's something that you've been putting energy into, whether that has been tangible energy like money or whether that has been energy and effort, then you're just done. You're like, you know what? I'm done putting energy and effort into that. That's what you're saying there. Boopity doo doo doo. Looking at Wednesday. Princess of Cups. Now this is interesting. Is this related to Tuesday? Okay. So there's something, wherever you stopped putting energy and effort, somebody's noticed. And now they're coming to you and they're kind of trying to butter you up. They're telling you, how important you are to them, how much you mean to them, all of that good stuff. So I feel like where you quit putting energy and effort, now somebody's trying to butter you up. Do 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 do. Yeah, look at you. I think you're not having anything to do with the buttering up, and I think the buttering up has to do with this original thing on Monday where somebody else was put in your place in spite of nobody saying, "Hey, heads up, we're not choosing you after all." So I think that is what caused you to say, you know what, there's something I'm not putting my energy or effort into anymore. Now we've got this person going, oh my gosh, what did we do? Aquarius is not taking this laying down and just acting like everything's all cool. Now I have to try to butter them up. That's what I think is going on there. Like they have an agenda. They're not just being sweet. They have an agenda. And then on Thursday, we have the wheel coming up in reverse. The wheel in reverse is a little bit of a timing thing. It can be. This is not the best time to ask for a promotion or a raise, not the best time to propose to your sweet person. It can be something like that that says that. I'm not feeling so much that this is a timing thing as much as this is you preparing for something. You're getting ready for some opportunities that are coming in towards you. So if this whole thing is about work, you could now be putting together your current updated resume and getting it out there because you're preparing for some kind of new opportunity to come in. So what are you doing? You're doing the behind the scenes work to make those opportunities be able to see you and to know that you're available for them. All right? So it doesn't have to be about a job. This kind of feels jobby to me. The earlier part of the week doesn't have to be, but I wouldn't be surprised either. La da da. And what do we have Friday? Look at this, Prince of Wands. This is excellent. This talks about taking action, and it's taking inspired action that you feel enthusiastic about. Okay? So here we had you getting ready for some opportunities on Thursday. By Friday, you've already got some opportunity that you can take action on. All right. So I really think we have somebody that did something that was underhanded to you, letting you think that you were going to be chosen for, I don't know, a promotion, to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or I don't even know for what. I don't know what part of your life this is playing out in. But I think that they didn't choose you, and that made you say, you know what, I'm kind of done. I'm taking my balls and I'm going home now, type of thing. Like I'm not going to play this game anymore. You may not really be like, if this is a work thing, I don't see you quitting immediately, but I do see you not really putting any effort in. You could be sitting at your desk at work, updating your resume and sending it out, talking to headhunters on LinkedIn or somewhere. But anyway, so by Wednesday, I think somebody is trying to butter you up. They're trying to, I think they thought that they could do this. They could substitute this other person and that you would be fine and you would keep going. By Wednesday, they're like, oh, wait, she's not doing that. I better do something to sort of save this situation. And then by Thursday, you are definitely getting ready for the next opportunity to come in and replace whatever you thought this opportunity was going to be before somebody acted like a snake. And so then by Friday, you're already like, okay, I think Monday you get the news. Friday, you're already taking action. You may already have, like, if this is a job thing, you may already have your first interview or two on Friday. But you definitely have some opportunities, whether this is a job thing or something else. You definitely have some opportunities, and you're pursuing something that looks like a good opportunity to move forward and move away from this opportunity you thought you had that got taken away from you. So you're moving forward in a very positive way. I think they're over here crying in their tea or crying in their beer or whatever the case may be, because you're not just going to keep being Mr. or Mrs. Nice Person while somebody takes you for granted. That's basically the bottom line here. So we definitely have a theme this week, and this theme is all about recovering from somebody just being underhanded and moving forward in spite of them thinking that you were just going to lay there and take it. Okay? So good for you, Aquarius. I'm glad that you're feeling that empowered and able to do something about this and not just have to lay there and just tolerate it. I appreciate that in you. This is really good. This is really good. This is a healthy response to this, and I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'm sure some of you are going to have questions, and I'll see you for readings here this week. And so I'm looking forward to being able to help you with some clarity around what is the next move and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.